Good morning, the old mule here for Old South Barn. We're pulling up on our new job site. We're going to be restoring and repairing this 1870 timber frame, mortise tendon, peg together building. Come on in, let me show you what's inside of this old building. Check this out right here. This is an add-on addition. It's not as old as the building or the mill itself, but it would go back and forth instead of somebody having to hand sift and try to clean everything. It went back and forth on its own. Pretty good addition to this old mill. What we got here, believe it or not, the two mill stones are still here intact. We got the running stone on top, the bed stone on the bottom. They're kind of at an angle right this minute because the floor system up underneath here is giving way. I think I would too, because these weigh somewhere around 1,800 pounds apiece, but they are still here. We got the old hopper is still here. The bottom is rotted out of it. Take a look at this. Here is still intact. This is the millstone hoist crane that would swing around where you could grab the stones to raise them up when they needed dressing. This shaft right here, on the very bottom of it down where the water level would be, from right here is approximately 16 to 20 feet down. But on the bottom of this shaft is the turbine. Now that's what the water would come down the flume into the water chamber and drop down on that turbine, causing it to turn round and round. And that's what powered this mill. The shaft continues on up to the second floor where there's additional pulley systems to run other milling equipment. This wheel right here, I call it a brake, but actually by turning it, that's what makes that turbine actually begin to spin down there. This framework right here, this is the horse frame that actually would sit on top of the millstones, and the hopper would go on top of it. We've got it, and it looks like it's a-okay. We've got right here the adjustment handle. If it was all put together, this actually would have been mounted over close to the millstones, and by turning it, that would be how you would raise and lower that top stone depending upon the space or the gap that you wanted. Whatever the miller was milling that day, whether it been grits or cornmeal or even corn flour for that matter, is a matter of the coarseness of it, so you would have to raise and lower that stone. When customers would come, pull up in the horse and buggy, bringing their corn, for example, the miller would bring the corn and dump it into this particular hopper right here. Now, there is a square chute out of the bottom of this hopper. Now, this is all made out of wood, very simple, very crude, but that's all right. That's all it needed. The corn would flow down out of this chute here into this pocket right here. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but inside of this chase is a belt with cups on it, but there's one every 16, 18 inches. And this is being turned off of a line shaft pulley system up on the second floor. But as the corn would come down that chute, they would fall into these buckets. These buckets would take that corn on up to the second floor. It would actually go and drop back down. And if you can see this chute right here, it comes down. This is what brought it into the hopper right over the grinding stones. Old South Barns has the opportunity to be a part of this restoration and repair project. We're all about preserving the past for the future, and we're certainly going to be doing that on this job. So we hope you stick around as we not only video, but as we do the work. And we want to try to show you the process that we're going to go through on site in order to bring this mill back. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.